Here we go. Okay, should be on. Hi everybody! Welcome to today's stream, which is probably going to be the last one for this particular game of Forgotten Anne. I don't think I've got too much left to go. I'm excited to see what happens. Unfortunately, there's like a whole bunch of story background and stuff. So if you hadn't watched until this point, you'll probably be very confused by what all I'm doing. But yeah, we should just about be done. Incidentally, I need recommendations for new Saturday games to play.
Which way do we go? Up it is.
This is the court chamber.
Hmm.
Bonk taught me how to use the Arca to operate the service lifts. I used to play here.
Not exactly a safe plane.
Bonk
Yay, me to win! Thank you for resubbing. 30 months! You're crazy.
The lifts will take us to Bonku's private rooms. Before I got my place, this is where I used to live. From there, we can access the control room and turn off the security system so Bonk can get in.
What if Bonku won't listen to reason?
Then we'll turn on the ether bridge. But he'll listen. I know he will. But I'm afraid I may have to face him alone. In Bonku's eyes, you'll always be the one who turned me against him.
Whatever you need.
Good morning, everybody. I hope that you all had a good week this week. And that it wasn't anything too terrible or bad. I myself had a pretty decent week for the most part. I actually ended up getting quite a bit done, which was nice. So I'm proud of myself. I got some good stuff done with my work and things. So hooray! With that said, you may notice that some of the reward things are off. I woke up this morning. I had a really bad headache, and I still do. So that's why I shut off some of the rewards, the exercise rewards specifically, just because I'm not feeling very well. So I hope that you guys understand. But either way, I still wanted to play, and I figure if anything, this is a good game to play even when not feeling super great, because it's not exactly a really intense game. Plus, I'm nearing the end of it, so. Oh, thanks, Maithwin. But yeah, like I said, I hope that everybody else is feeling really well. I mean, I know for those of you who either have kids in school or yourselves are going to school, the year is almost up, so that's pretty exciting. Yay, for school almost done. So that's exciting.
I can't think of anything.
Did you really work at the plant?
I actually designed one. Back then, I thought it would be a power plant producing anamorphic crystals.
And when you found out what it was?
I knew I had to stop it. Not just the plant, Bonku as well. I explained my thoughts to Rin, supervising the plant.
How could I forget?
We were pretty close back then. She ratted me out. Before I knew it, I was stripped of my validation sticker and had to escape the plant, chest over heels.
Then what?
I found a place on the ground, and a few like-minded Forgottons. Ball won your Arca, but I was sure you'd join our side once you saw what you saw.
That was risky.
It worked, didn't it?
I guess we'll find out.
think I can see a way for this to work. Ah! School's over on Wednesday? Yay! Well, sort of. I mean, I know summer can be a tough time. Just in terms of like, okay, what do we do now? Type of thing. And I mean, especially with the COVID stuff still going around and having issues there. I don't know how things are going with like summer camps and things like that. Ah, bugger. And I hope that folks have fun plans for the weekend too. Luckily, I don't have too much going on this weekend, so I'll be able to rest. Which kind of sucks, because it's one of those things where it's like, it's the weekend. I'd like to not have to use it to do nothing. Like, I want to do stuff that I don't normally get to do. You know, like playing games and stuff like that, that I ordinarily don't get to play. I don't understand why that didn't work, but whatever. See, the problem is it would be a lot easier for me if I could just do it like from here, but I can't do that. That's not gonna work. It has to be from... Maybe if I just kind of walk over? Okay, well that didn't work. Incidentally, Anne should have many broken bones because of me. I don't mean it, honestly. I'm sorry, Anne. But based off of the falls that you have taken, you would have a great many broken bones. She's very resilient, this Anne, luckily. But yeah, so now I gotta think about what I'm gonna play next time for my next Saturday gaming thing. I honestly don't know. I've got a lot of options. I remember I had been debating about doing what's it called, God of War, the newest one, the one on PS4, because I can't get a PS5. I'm not cool like that.
This was my home.
Where's Bonku?
Not here. He'll be at the atrium at the very top, with his ether bridge.
Pretty photo.
I'd stand on that balcony every night, close my eyes, and feel the rain on my face. I had no idea Bonku took this photo. It's from the day I moved out.
I could do that too. I could do a
You know,
filler
I got a
game.
bike for my birthday once. It was this horrible old thing he found who knows where. But I loved that bike. First time I rode it was in here. I knocked over a desk in 2 lengths.
That's called failing at bike. Also, who rides a bike indoors? Oh, my racing
Will's
game.
whole life. You just need to remind him.
Yeah, so I've gotten a little bit into racing games recently. I ended up going hardcore and getting one of the fancy Logitech steering wheel things. And it's actually pretty awesome, I must say.
I was never allowed in there.
It's amazing. I did have to pretty heavily modify my desk for it, but still, it's awesome.
This is the place closest to Ether. Bonk went here when he wanted to think and be alone. All these stories from the Ether gathered in the same room. This must be the closest thing to the human world you can get without actually being there.
Why didn't he let you in?
He never told me.
I feel like some investigation is in order. Ah. How apropos. Ah, Frankenstein. So I guess this is the way that the game is expositing Bonku's motives. Yeah. We're basically just getting the exposition dump in the form of books. Yeah. So one of the big things about this game is they keep talking about Bonku. So Bonku is basically the de facto leader of this this world, and it's interesting because he kind of created it. It's a weird thing. Basically, he made a wish, and it. Oh, Don Quixote, nice. The whole shtick is that he makes a wish to not have anything go to waste, effectively. And with that, then eventually this world came to pass. The thing is that we have what was referred to as the first memory within this world, but we don't know exactly what the first memory is or where it came from. There it is, right? Yeah, Faust. But like I said, basically this is the exposition dump of all of the motives of our bad guy in the form of actual books, which is kind of cool. Oh, Oedipus Rex! Nice! Ha ha ha. Love it. Could be. Also high rev. But yeah, it could be that the world already existed and his wish simply allowed him inside of it. I don't know. Again, this is kind of an unknown thing.
The door to the security room is in here somewhere.
But suffice to say, it's an interest, like conceptually, it's just an interesting thing, I think. But Reb, you missed my my little announcement from earlier. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling too well. I've got a really bad headache today. So that's why I shut off all of the exercise redemption things for today. I don't know what it is. Like I was staying. I stayed hydrated. I didn't have anything strange or unusual like for dinner or anything like that. I don't know what it is. But I just woke up and I just had a really splitting headache. It was really bad. So I'm hoping that I'll feel better, but at the same time I'm also very excited to try and see how this ends. I never actually saw what that thing powers, so I'm gonna go take a look. See if it can help me find the security room door that I need to seek out. Okay. Quixote. Yeah, effectively through analogy, we're learning all about Bonku and his ways of the world through all of these different books. It's kind of cool. It's a neat I guess story mechanic, for lack of a better term, framing mechanic. Ah, the prince. Oh, okay. Well, see, I didn't realize that it couldn't go up. Wait a minute. Oh, Peter Pan. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sounds about right. I have not tried resetting my 5G nanobots. I didn't think about that. I mean, the first thing I should always think of is just to reboot. But unfortunately, I didn't.
Here we are. You can shut up.
There's a bunch of switches. I'll take the one up there.
interesting security system. Oh yeah, thanks, Rev. But anyway, I hope that you've had a good week and you're having a good start to your weekend.
That'll clear the way for Bulb to blow the wall.
Let's hope we won't be.
Oh dang.
I can't drag this out any longer.
Let's go.
I can drag this out as long as I want. Just watch me. I didn't become the world's slowest slow runner by standing around getting things done.
Things just move.
Oh,
I think so.
oh dang.
So far on your decline. No reason to be sad. It happens. It happens.
Uh-oh, a dialogue path.
Why should we? Nothing matters. Fear or love, darkness or light. It all leads to neglect. Everybody's looking out for themselves. You feel forgotten, blinded by a purpose. The master learned to be the bridge. He will power the Yarmouth, and this world will crystallize.
Uh-oh.
What happens, happens. Tick-tock. Find your peace. Tick-tock. It'll hold, little Anne. It leads nowhere. Tick-tock. You must see that. Wake up, little Anne. Wake up.
Wait, is this a dream?
Tink, is it you?
You know that monster?
It's not a monster. She used to be my alarm clock.
Oh,
She was smaller back then. Oh, Tink, what has he done to you?
I am his masterpiece.
oh.
In his work this, I have seen him unlock the potential Genoa. Tick-tock and tame the Ark. I've witnessed him overcoming the laws of crystallization.
You taught me how to tell time and woke me up every morning.
I have evolved. I am no longer subject to forgotten weaknesses. The master gave me arms to turn the pages of his book.
No.
He connected me to platforms so I could lift him. I grew and grew. Today, I am the very tower all around me.
An alarm clock?
It's gone. I thought you crystallized. I cried for a week.
The master wanted me to be a secret. I am his final shield.
I'm not his enemy. I'm his family.
I've watched you grow up. I am one with the tower, the pipes and the animal. I've always sensed you. Every time you've stood by a communications bureau, I've seen you. I heard you. I know you, Anne.
Oh, dang. This is a tough one. Stupid dialogue options. I think both of these would work. I know, but still. It may be a free choice, but still.
You think you know me? You don't.
Something for sure. Hello. Useless. No need to try anymore. Tick
The voice is really interesting.
Wriggle your hand.
Because you can hear a, you can hear almost like a preview voice when Tink speaks. That sounds like a normal human voice. Not 100% sure what this is expecting of me. Please run away! Okay, well that didn't work. Okay, I'm supposed to chase Pig. Well, I was trying to do that, but it kept switching him back and forth. See, he just moves back and forth. I mean, I can literally just sit here and do this. Dang it! Like, I legit don't see the point of this. Dang it! Tink is a jerk. All I'm saying.
Do you really think you can change anything? Do you think you know what's right and wrong?
Nothing is black or white.
There is only black. Tick-tock. Only more darkness.
No way!
Every time you forgive someone, you encourage them to betray you again.
You should never give up on anyone.
You know I'm right. The truth hurts.
Truth may hurt, but I'm done lying.
Stop the jabbering and help me!
Big? Of course. Hang on, I'm on my way.
What do you think you're doing? Tick-tock.
Well done, Annie.
That was odd.
Quick, grab my hand.
It was set up as a puzzle.
Vic, now, would you please take care of your friend? That thing is making me nervous.
Sure. You see him? Everybody's looking out for themselves. What we need to know
Can't distill you, team. There must be
Obs.
another way.
to whom am I speaking now? Are you the rebel? Or are you the Anne I used to know?
Well, I can't be the one that you used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Yes. I'm with the rebels now.
And we need to get going. If she won't move, make her.
I'm furious. Everyone is self-serving creatures, only looking out for themselves.
What about you?
Forgotton was ruin others. Or who would yourself.
Not true, team.
And enough talking. Let's go.
I can't. Tank and I grew up together. Please understand. Big, the slightest change on course. And I would have ended up like her.
And she's not taking anymore.
I need to hear what she has to say.
You will listen to me.
Yes.
To know more. And I want to.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Why?
I want to understand what's going on.
If I can understand you, then maybe
You think you can understand yourself through me. See? What if you ever care about anyone, anything?
I mean, I have tried to help people.
always helps those in need.
Isn't it true that you only care about others when they are of use to you?
No. I let that scarf dude go.
I'm not like that.
Such naive honesty. I told you. I know how you think and feel. I've been following your journey. And every time you stood by me, I believed in you. I heard you. Lend me your eyes, tick-tock. Look at this. Let's try to match your words with your actions. told you once before.
I can't distill guilty. There must be another way.
From time to time, you act with compassion.
Mr. Big, as many call him, often hangs out at a bar downtown called Scrappers. You know, where they record Realm Radio.
The old theater?
Yeah, the entrance is in there. Here, take this ticket.
You could.
I've always hoped those would be.
You know that helping hand goes a long way.
What do you think about that? I guess we could live with that, as long as it's temporary. It's settled. Change the angle of the mirror, please. And when he comes down, you let him leave quietly.
Deal. Agreed.
There we go.
You must have made you surprise me.
Ha! See?
I've asked you before. Now tell me truthfully. What if I refused to let you speak to the master? Would you still me?
Oh. I have to stop. I have to talk to the master.
I would distill you if it came to that. It's true. I've been selfish. I've done what others told me without asking why. I am as guilty as anyone. But I am my own master now, Tink. You can break free too. Maybe you're right. No matter which path we take, we find misery if we look for it. But at least we can choose for ourselves. Bonku deceived us, and I must speak to him before he lets the Ether Bridge destroy everything we love. I cannot reconcile your words.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Anne. This time, you woke me up. Go to Bunker. Make the time here your own. Go.
Interesting. Oh, dang!
Remember, what was the infamous book? I'm sorry. There was no other way. Come on. We need to move on.
Alright, well, here we go.
Bonku is behind that gate.
You're ready, Ed. Look, no matter what happens up there, I'll always be your friend.
I will always be yours.
See you around, Ed.
And of course, it's interesting because, again, the whole shtick is that Bonku was a clockmaker. And so we had tick-tock. Tick, tink, whatever.
I'm not sure you can do this alone.
You never had to.
Oh, dang.
Where is he?
That's a big crystal. That's a big portal thing.
What's that?
That must be the cornerstone.
Yeah.
The Arca out of it. The caretaker spirit told me that Bonku stole it.
It seems to power the Ether Bridge.
This is it. The Ether Bridge. This is what Bonku's been working on all these years.
Ah, there he is.
Bonku, give it up.
Vic, let me do the talking.
What a nuisance.
Ah! No!
here. You finally came. And you brought company. I thought you had the decency to come alone. You want my Arca, don't you? That's why you left me.
I never left you. I'm here to beg you to stop the war against the Forgotton and to shut down Ether Bridge.
This is not war. It's the finish line. You expect me to throw everything away? Now?
We can start over. Forget all this fighting and distilling. We can find each other again.
We don't belong here. This is a land of forgotten things. Look around you.
We're forgotten too. I've accepted that. It's time you did the same.
What about your mother? Don't you want to see her? Let us return to the ether and find the answers together. You and I.
You can't force people to remember you.
With you and your Arca here, we just need to turn on the ether bridge and walk through it. That is all. Nothing more. This is what we always wanted.
It's what you've always wanted. Please don't turn it on.
We cannot stop now.
Baku, please don't turn it on. Think of all the Forgotlings. They're just like you and me.
No need to worry, Anne, dear. In a matter of minutes, our new life begins.
Uh-oh.
It works. The time has finally come.
Baku, if you do this, the world will end. The caretaker told me.
So you have finally met the witch.
Which?
Wake up! Do you not see we are living in your fantasy world? The real world is up there. The oceans, the forests, everything you have always wanted to see. Will you give all that up for silly cartoon characters?
Hey, that's mean.
And we can finally go home. You and I.
Would you leave without me?
And I. You.
Bulb!
This has gone on long enough. Give me your Arca. Stay back. Come any closer, I will distill. I don't care anymore. Stand back. Get away.
Oh, he's crystallizing. No, Bulb!
Give the Arca.
Anne, you returned the Arca stones. I can feel my old strength once again. No one can hold back the combined power of the Ether Bridge and the cornerstone now. The time has come for you to make a choice. You can go with Bonku and leave
Oh,
this
dang.
land behind. It will undo everything you have come to know about this place and everyone here. Or you can return the Arca to the cornerstone, returning our land to the way it was before your arrival, and you will crystallize.
Oh, dang. I mean, we came up all up in here and broke the place. I'm gonna fix it.
Anne, you did it! You saved us.
Why did you do that? You could have saved yourself.
I have to go.
No! Wait, please.
should have never contacted you. I should have done this alone.
Could never have done this alone.
You're right about that.
I'm glad I met you.
Goodbye. Why?
The world has abandoned us, Master.
I've let us down.
Interesting. Well, see, now I have to play through again and, like, be a jerk face and distill everybody. Wow, that production assistant has quite the name. Also, he was the QA lead. Seems those Swedish names. Hey, Copenhagen! Ha! Okay, Danish. Denmark. You know, a lot of European countries have too many names. Romanian translation, interesting. I'm really fascinated that this was a Square Enix, I guess, publication. Because normally with Square Enix you see RPG type games. So it's a fascinating one for them to have picked up. But either way, it was really cool. It was definitely an interesting story. Well, yeah, I figured they picked it up for distribution, but even so, like it's not the typical game that Square Enix is associated with. Oh no! Oh, that's sad.
Dear Anne, it's been a couple of weeks now. Everyone came. We carried your crystal down from the tower. Many still don't understand what happened. Some even think we're still going back to the ether. I miss you, Anne. So much that my insurance failed. I guess that's the cost of remembering. It hurts that only your memory is with us. But I would rather have it that way than to never have known you. Forever your friend, Vic.
mention that. Times have changed.
What are you doing now?
I'm conducting tours of the tower grounds. Many Forgottons have never seen them, you know.
That sounds interesting.
Someone has to pass on the knowledge, right?
I might show up one day.
Please do. I'd be happy to tell you all the stories. What are you doing?
We rebuilt the sanctuary into a library.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea, Fig. I must find the time to see that very soon. Oh, sorry. I have to go. I've got a tour crowd waiting for me at the central station. It was nice to see you again, Fig.
You too, Tiffany.
Big!
Hmm.
Dilly! How have you been? I haven't seen
Oh,
you in
Dilly.
ages. What are you doing here?
Oh, just reminiscing about old times.
What have you been up to? Helping out with the renovations. But what are you doing now?
Well, actually, it's supposed to be a surprise, but I guess I can reveal it now. We're so close to opening in.
Opening what? What is it?
We've rebuilt the sanctuary. It's gonna be a library. We've moved all the books from the tower there.
That sounds amazing. I beg your pardon, but aren't you Mr. Fig?
Yes, I am. Hi, how are you?
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I was a big fan of your work.
Oh, thank you. It didn't really pan out the way I imagined.
It never does it? I'm sorry, I'm keeping you.
No, not at all. Were you ever at the sanctuary? I don't remember seeing you there.
I steer clear of that whole business.
Yeah, I can understand why. Oh, you should come visit us now. You like reading, right?
It's my whole life.
We've rebuilt the sanctuary into a library. We could use someone who handles literature with respect.
Huh.
Are you interested?
That would be a dream come true, to be honest.
I'm not good at sorting and categorizing.
I was built for that.
Fit right in.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Let's go take a look.
I'm right behind you.
Press X to enter the bridge. Ooh. Oh, cool. So it allows you to do the other ending. Why Grab needed that feature? I don't understand. Interesting. So this is essentially how you can replay different aspects of the game and change the ending. It's kind of cool. Guess that's Act 2, and then that's Act 3. Yeah.
Bonka is behind that gate.
You're ready, Anne. Look, no matter what happens up there, I'll always be your friend.
I will always be yours.
See you around, Anne.
I'm curious to see what happens if I go through the gate instead.
They...
What's wrong?
I'm not sure I can do this alone.
You never answered.
Isn't there a way I can skip dialogue? Could have sworn there was.
Where is he? This is it. The Ether Bridge. This is what Bonk has been working on all these years.
What's that?
That must be the cornerstone. Bonk carved the Arca out of it. The caretaker spirit told me that Bonk stole it.
It seems to power the Ether Bridge.
I mean, to an extent, I can see why you wouldn't be able to skip certain parts here. Because, like, when Bulb shows up, for example, then you need to have the timing of Bulb trying to walk forward and stuff like that.
Okay, Anne. You finally came. And you brought company. I thought you had the decency to come alone. You want my Arca, don't you? That's why you left me.
I never left you. I'm here to beg you to stop the war against the Forgottlings and to shoot down the Ether Bridge.
This is not war. It's the finish line. You expect me to throw everything away? Now?
We can start over. Forget all this fighting and distilling. We can find each other again.
We don't belong here. This is a land of forgotten things. Look around you.
We're forgotten too. I've accepted that. It's time you did the same.
What about your mother, Anne? Don't you want to see her? Let us return to the ether and find the answers together. You and I.
You can't force people to remember you.
With you and your Arca here, we just need to turn on the ether bridge and walk through it. That is all. Nothing more. This is what we always wanted.
It's what you always wanted. Please don't turn it on.
We cannot stop now.
Baku,
Pushing buttons doesn't help right now.
think of all the Forgottlings. They're just like you and me.
No need to worry, Anne, dear. In a matter of minutes, our new life begins. It works. The time has finally come.
Baku, if you do this, the world will end. The caretaker told me.
Ah, so you have finally met the
I'm
witch.
curious about
Anne, wake up.
the the caretaker and who she is
The
specifically.
real world is up there. The oceans, the forests, everything you've always wanted to see. Will you give all that up for silly cartoon characters? Our own king awaits us. And we can finally go home. You and I.
Would you leave without me?
And I. You? How did you get through the This is all blowing up. Give me your Oscar. Stay back. Come any closer, I'm just still. I don't care anymore. Stand back. Get away.
See, now I have to do like a genocidal run where I just distill anything and everything. Just see how that goes.
In the Arca.
You can join the Arca Stones. I can feel my old strength once again. No one can hold back the combined power of the Bridge and the Cornerstone Land. The time has come for you to make a choice. You can go with Bonku and leave this land behind. It will undo everything you have come to know about this place and everyone here. Or you can return the Arca to the Cornerstone, returning our land to the way it was before your arrival, and you will crystallize.
Let's go. We can still make it home.
Big be like, curse your sudden and inevitable betrayal.
You always teach us. Remember that in your life.
Please forgive me, Vic.
I only
Bye.
I don't have to go through all the credits again, do I?
And don't forget about us.
Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving everything inside and out. Okay, so see, that's Blanket. Blanket we saw as a Forgotling, and this must be Anne. And this is Anne's mom. And this is why Anne was basically considered a Forgotling. She went all Prince of Egypt on the baby. That is like an old DreamWorks reference for those of you animation nerds. I think it was DreamWorks. I don't remember. Doesn't look like I can skip the credits. I'm sure that this has another thing at the end. Boy, a lot of the voices were done by the same people. I mean, I could see that you tend to see that a lot in games and TV shows and stuff like that, where a single actor or actress will play multiple parts. Getting a bunch of emails that don't really matter to me. Yeah, The Simpsons is a great example because they've got a core of what, like 4 or 5 people, something like that, who do the vast majority of the voices. Like what's his name? Hank Azaria Azria. I can't remember how to pronounce his name. But he does a ridiculous number of voices. Same with Dan Castaneda. I don't remember. He played the genie in the second Aladdin movie because Robin Williams refused to come back because Disney didn't follow the agreement that they had made. But yeah, they ended up replacing the genie with Homer Simpson. So there's a fun fact for you all if you were curious. I know it's really weird, but the fact that we have a lot of these, like Nordic names, really reminds me of, it reminds me of, oh my god, what is it? I can't remember now. Shoot. I'm sorry. I might think of it. My brain isn't working well. That's the same little card that I got last time, though. There's Bonku. So what's with all the crystals? Why are the crystals in the real world? That doesn't make any sense. Wait, what?
What's going on?
What?
Oh no.
Wait. This is the beginning of the game. So, does she remember traveling through the ether bridge? Because it seems like it just created a massive loop. It didn't actually do what it was supposed to do, it seems. Interesting. I mean, it's more than a little disappointing,
Are you there,
I
Anne?
have to say. I mean, we essentially created a time paradox here. Let's see, now I can do a genocide run.
Master Bunker, are you alright? What's going on?
A rebel attack. I suspect they were trying to reach the tower. They have no idea what they are doing, or what is at stake.
What would you have me do, Master?
Being out of Garland, the rebels have likely retreated, but we still have work to do. First, we need to restore power to the areas around the tower, load the dispensers, and reverse the outflow to draw from the tower's reserves.
Of course, Master. Leave it to me.
Once that is done, find out what is happening at the workshop. The ether bridge is our #1 priority. It's almost finished. I only have one more segment to install.
I'll check on Tiffany's watchtower and get released. I'll call you when I get there.
Good. Oh, and Anne,
Yes, Master.
never mind. Stay vigilant. We're going home soon.
Interesting. But my diary is still here. Ah, break the vicious cycle. I like it. Interesting.
Hey, freeze! Be careful!
Oops.
Identify yourself, Godling.
My name's Dilly, Madam Enforcer. I'm a welder. Yes, that's it. I'm a welder at the workshop.
Where's your validation sticker?
It's gone. I must have lost it.
A rebel.
I'm no rebel. I swear on the human who forgot me.
Tell me what you're doing here.
I have an important message from Master Bonker.
What's the message?
Yes, there's been an animal outage at the workshop, and the rebels have sabotaged the primary transfer pump near the central station.
Forgotten without validation stickers can't get jobs in tower grounds. And Tiffany would have never let you through the watchtower without proper identification.
She knows me?
You rebels have no idea what you're doing or what's at stake.
Please don't distill me. Don't come any closer.
You leave me no choice. Hey, Forgotton! Stop it right there!
Hmm. Interesting. But see, this is intriguing. The fact that there's the letter that was with Anne when she came back. Huh. Okay. Well, that's it though. We're a little past regular time, but this was definitely fascinating. This was a really cool game. Thanks so much, Rev. I really appreciate it. This was awesome. And I guess it's a little bit not necessarily disappointing, but kind of deflating in that it's this whole idea of, choice is choice is choice is choice. But in the end, it's like, do you use the ether bridge or not? And it doesn't matter. because if you use the ether bridge, then you realize that you're just in this massive time loop. And so, whatevs. And so, until you make the decision to break the loop, as mentioned in the letter from the mom, then you keep going and going and going. So, it's kind of cool in that sense, I guess, because it does come back to the idea of what happened with the mother. But that said, I haven't done a genocide run where I basically distill everybody. That could certainly change things, I imagine. But even so, it's it's a really interesting game that goes to a lot of real world problems, which I think is really cool. And it is something that we see a lot of games try to do, but this one is doing it a little bit more subtly and in a cutesy kind of way, where the whole point is that as you cycle through being, basically a terrible person and, being selfish and greedy and all of that kind of stuff, then it just brings you back to the start. And you're like, oh, shoot. Well, now I'm at the start again. But you can choose not to do that. And instead, something else will happen. And you can take the path not trodden type of thing. So it's kind of cool. But it's interesting. I like it. I really do. I think it's a good reflection on kind of how we behave within society and how we do have more control than we might think over what happens around us and all that kind of thing. But it's really cool. It's a really neat one. At some point, I'll probably have to try and do another run where I do more genocidal stuff. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. Now that we're finished up with it. But that said, it's time for me to go. I'm pretty tired. I'm exhausted. But that said, if you all have any ideas for games that you want to see, let me know, because I'm gonna need a new Saturday game now. So yeah, if you guys have something in particular you want to see, then let me know, and I can try to do something. But regardless, I'll be back for what's it called? I'll be back for Majora's Mask on Monday. Regardless, so that'll be fun. Undertale. I already did Undertale. I did Undertale a while ago, Matter, and I did. So I will say I did Undertale as pacifist. I didn't do Undertale while gathering XP. The experience point. You are very late, Quinnis. We just finished the game, and it was a massive, giant ending, and there were lots of cool things, and we learned a lot about ourselves and society and how to treat people, and it was very wholesome. It was very, very wholesome. And you missed it. You should be ashamed. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for other games, feel free to let me know on, Discord or Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Because I'd be happy to see what ideas you guys have. I'm really excited because I've got some new stuff coming in. I actually broke down and I bought a Valve Index with the controllers. So I'm super excited to try that out. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be super fun. And I'm still waiting on my VR treadmill that I got, but yeah, collectively it basically means that I'm going to be able to have a lot more fun doing cardio workouts because I freaking hate cardio workouts. But yeah, Half-Life Alyx, I gotta play. I've got to try it. Since I got the controllers. Like that's the whole point. I got the controllers. So yeah. Beat Saber cardio is pretty good. I've done that before for sure, and it works reasonably well. I also do, or I used to do Creed. The problem is, you guys can't see it because I have my green screen up, but the room that I'm in is actually really really small, so it makes doing that type of stuff really difficult, unfortunately. Um, and yeah, it's a biatch and a half to try to do actual VR. Like I'm super stoked because I've got Sword and Sorcery, I've got Gorn, I've got Beat Saber, I've got what else? I've got Half-Life Alyx now because I got the Index. I've got Arizona Sunshine. All of these types of things where you're meant to move around and do stuff. I also got Sorrentino VR. That thing gives me a massive headache. Oh my god, that game is brutal if you guys have not played it. I don't recommend it. It's very difficult. But either way, yeah. So, yeah, you can play Alyx standing. The thing is, I'm not a fan of the whole teleport movement thing in VR games. It just feels super unnatural to me personally. But that said, I can obviously do it. I can do Star Trek Bridge Crew too. Bridge Crew might be a fun one because that's probably one of my favorite styles of games. It really reminds me of Artemis, if you guys have ever played that. If you haven't, look it up. Artemis is a great, great game. It's a ton of fun, and it's a co-op starship game where you have the concept of somebody is working as the you've got the engineer, the weapons and tactical, the navigation, the captain, all that kind of stuff. It's really, really cool. But yeah. And that's the problem, Matter and Witness, is that yes, you can do all of these games standing by doing the little teleport jump 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 thing, but it's just not the same and it feels weird. It feels off. There was another game I was thinking about. It's not Sorrentino or Sorrentio VR, but there's another one that's relatively similar, where you've got different characters and you've got guns and blades and you're going after like robots. And now I have to look it up because it's gonna bug me. So hang on one second. Let me see if we can filter this out real quick. So my VR stuff. I also got Star Wars Squadrons and Borderlands 2 VR. So again, stuff that you really want to actually move around in. Like physically move in. It makes it very difficult. Oh, Subnautica, freaking Subnautica, I love that one. Where is it? Raw Data. That's the one I was thinking of. So Raw Data is a really, really awesome game. But again, it's frustrating because you have to do the whole the whole teleport movement thing if you don't have the space. So yeah. But either way, I'm gonna see how things go. The VR thing, I think I can get it to work. I have a couple of ideas of what I can do with my green screen and stuff. I've tried it out before and it worked okay. The biggest issue is that I need to what I really need to do is get a separate camera that is set up as kind of a third party camera that looks on me and my avatar within the game, rather than necessarily broadcasting what's coming from the headset. That's really the key, and it's a relatively difficult thing for it. But either way. So, yeah. If you have he wow sub ready, you might as well. What? Wow sub? I'm confused. Are you telling me to go and play WoW? I'm not playing WoW. I'm not about that life. I kick that. I kick that habit. I'm sober. But either way, there's you can't use the stick movement. Oh, in VR, no, you can't use stick movement in most of the games. But that's why for like Beat Saber and Space Pirate Trainer in particular, as far as the games that I have, work really, really well for it. I also have Hot Squat, which would be perfect because it's literally a game where you have to avoid things by squatting. So that would be a perfect one. But I've got a bunch of different games that are meant to be like full moving around and stuff like that. Super Hot, I don't think I have. I honestly don't remember. I remember seeing it on like a VR thing. I do have Super Hot. Okay, I thought I did. But yeah. Keep talking and no one explodes is great. The problem is you have to have other people physically present. Yeah. So it's yeah, that's a fun one, and I've got that one. Oh, okay, yeah, you can do it over Discord. And actually, the nice thing is that the index, the Valve Index, the new one that I'm getting, it actually has a really good built-in microphone and speakers. So potentially that could work if you guys want to try that. It's a really, really fun game. I honestly have a blast with Keep Talking and No One Explodes. It is really cool. The problem with that is it's tough as a streaming game because then everybody can kind of see what you're doing in the VR aspect. And so they can see like what the wires are and stuff like that. So you don't necessarily have to explain it or describe it as well as you can. But yeah. And exactly, Winnis. You have to make sure that you don't have stream cheats. And that's the biggest thing. But again, I'm super excited. I would like to do VR streams, but I do have to figure out how to make it so that an external camera can be used against the green screen backdrop, so that it shows like me standing there with the stuff coming around me as opposed to broadcasting what's on the headset. It just makes it so much easier to do it. That is a fair point, Rev. But if you do it through Discord, it's okay. And I mean, I know that means that it's, you know, it's speech rather than text. But even so. But either way, yeah, there's a lot of different stuff I could potentially do. But suffice it to say, I'm excited because the nice thing is that with the headset, it should be coming in next week. The Index, the new one. So I'm excited to mess around with it. I did try messing around with some of the VR stuff before, like with the third-party cameras and stuff like that. I imagine that things have come a long way because I tried it months and months and months ago. So we'll see how it goes. Who knows? But either way, that said, I'm gonna get going regardless. I'll still be back on Monday with Zelda Majora's Mask, trying to figure out the stupid Great Bay Temple, because it's driving me insane. But yeah, thanks again, Rev, for the game. Rev actually got me this game, Forgotten Man, and it's freaking awesome. It's a ton of fun. But yeah, I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun with it. It's a really interesting game, a very fascinating story, and I really like it. So, suffice it to say, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a good time. I now have to go and do some research on how to deal with external VR and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, good times. Good times. So, yeah. Oh yeah, the world building in this game is really awesome. And how they just the overall concept of the world is truly fascinating and unique. It's really awesome. So it's pretty sweet. But either way, yeah, you guys all take care of yourselves. I'm gonna head out. I've got to work on some stuff. I've got to work on some contracts, and I also have to now apparently work on some VR stuff. So should be interesting. But you guys all take care. Stay safe. Be well. Have fun. And again, let me know what, if any, particular games you want to see next Saturday, since I'm finished up with this one. So yeah. But thanks so much, everybody. Bye bye, and take care, and have a great weekend.